I'm doing today. Oh my goodness, I'm your girl Fabulous Annie, and like I said before, I am going to talk about depression today and how to avoid getting depressed. So that's what I'm talking about today. As you guys all know, before I continue, if you are watching me from Fabulous Annie show, don't forget to share it, to like, to follow it and everything, I'll be bringing you more and more topics. We'll be talking about it, And also, if you want to join me live, comment below and let me know, and I'll bring you up on the screen so we can talk. But don't forget, we're going to respect each other's opinion, and we are not going to use bad languages and everything like that. So we're all going to be good co-hosts, and guests. Also, if you are joining me from YouTube, my YouTube channel, Fabulous Annie, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, and also hit the notification button, So every week, I'll be bringing something new for us to talk about. Look at my nails. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Okay, today I want to talk about depression, because everybody always oh my goodness, Fabulous, and you are always so happy, and I am happy. I'm a happy person. I'm already laughing. I haven't even started yet. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about today, depression. And then depression, this topic kind of came about, I covered the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry sit down with Oprah Winfrey. If you haven't watched it, go to my YouTube channel, and also on Fabulous Annie show. I think the previous video I did, you can watch the whole thing that I talked about. So I am talking about depression today, and I'm going to be talking about, I don't know personally how depressed people feel, only for what I've read, and also a few, people in my extended family that I have experienced, them being depressed or stuff like that. So I don't know personally how a depressed person feels, so I can't talk about that, but I can talk about how to control your mind. Because when you read up about depression, you study about depression and stuff, depression is like a mood. Most people say sometimes it's like a chemical imbalance in the body. That's what we're taught in school. Anyway, that's what we're taught in school. Chemical imbalance. It's like there is something called serotonin that is for our happiness, So increase in serotonin in our body, helps you, be joyful, happy, and everything, So some people say when you have low serotonin in your body, you're like, oh my goodness, you have mood swings, and then you have low moods and things like that, But also depression, depression is, from what I've read, is more complex than that. It's not like, oh, I'm just sad and or I'm sluggish today, or I don't feel like keep on living. Those are signs of depression and everything, So even though they say depression is like a genetic something, so because if your family had some sort of history about that, it can pass through your generation. One thing we were taught in medical school is that the human body is controlled, by your genetic. You have two factors: the genetic factor, that is your makeup, your genetic makeup, and also your environmental factor. So the way you are, your position, where the environment in which you are located, the environment that affects you, your life, your personality, your everything. So that's what it is. So my point today is to help one, since depression is about controlling your mind, is to help someone be able to control their mind. That's where I come in. That's what I'm going to talk about today. So I am always a happy person. Genetically, I'm made up like that, I believe. Give me something to drink. So I will tell you about controlling your mind. That's what I'm going to talk about today. So I am going to talk about that today, because even when you think about it, when you get an antidepressant, the main goals of an antidepressant is to help the brain control the mood, help you control your mood, your mind, control your, things like that. That's what it's all about, to help, build up more neurons and stuff like that, to help with their connections and everything, so that you'll be able to control your mood in your body. So that's what it's all about. But I'm going to tell you about how I live my life, how I, face life challenges, and how I make my life work for me. You understand? It doesn't mean that I don't get, sad, or I don't get like seriously, how do I put it? Like upset. I can't really tell you upset about stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I have a way that I control my mind. I control my thoughts. I control my actions, to help me live a positive, full life. That's what I'm going to talk about today. So that's what I'm saying. How to avoid depression. So this is what I'm talking about today. One thing about it is that when you are living your life, I believe as humans, we are strong beings. We are, I always say we are made in God's image and likeness. We're strong beings. We can control ourselves if we really want to, don't forget, like I told you, depression has to do with genetic, which is your makeup of you. That you can change. But also your environmental factor. Do you understand? The environment in which you place yourself, the friends that you socialize with, what you see, what you internalize, what you what you tell yourself about yourself, what you believe about yourself. Those are the environmental factors that you can change. Do you understand? To help you live a positive, filled life, a happy life. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to talk about today. Life has so many challenges. Oh my goodness, being an adult is not easy. It's not easy. Oh my goodness. Sometimes, like, I kind of experienced my adulthood in America. You understand? I grew up in Nigeria. So in Nigeria, carefree life. I never thought about anything. All I thought about was going to school. That was all I thought about. I never thought about money. I never thought about who's making my food, because I had people to make my food. I had, parents to to take care of situations. But when I came to the US, oh my goodness, it was such an eye-opener for me. I was like, I'm in this country, I'm expecting like it's paved with gold. You understand what I'm saying? It's paved with gold. But I come to this country and I have to like think for myself. I have to make my own decisions. I have to navigate life, almost by myself. I would say it like that, when you're used to like your parents making your decisions. I was older, I was older. You parents making your own decisions. I had to learn how to balance a checkbook. I had to learn how to, go shopping without spending all my money, and then I don't have any money, and then how do I feed myself, that kind of thing. So it was tough, navigating life. I was like, it was deep, navigating life. It wasn't easy. And at some point I was like, excuse me, it was tough for me, because I was like, Lord Jesus, if my mom only had given me a return ticket back to Africa, I would have been on that plane back to Nigeria. But one thing about it is that it's part of growing up. It's part about what life is all about. You know what I'm saying? It's part about what life is all about. So this is, put the lights on. This one. It's all about what life is all about. You have to be an adult. You have to grow up. You have to turn lemons into into lemonade. That's what it is. You have to know how to can you put the light on for me, please? You have to know how to you have to know how to navigate life. So that's what I'm talking about today. As humans, one thing I've realized being in this country for almost, 20 years, is that we create our own headache. Shall I repeat myself? We create our own headache. That's what we do. Sometimes we take up responsibility that we have no business taking responsibility of. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we see other people who are doing things, and we feel that we have to do the same thing that they are doing, knowing quite well that, oh God, my plate is full and it's overflowing. I cannot take any more responsibility. But instead of you to own up to it and say, oh, time out. I cannot take any more responsibility. What do? We add more to it. So those are things that cause problem for us, cause stress in our life. So that's one thing about it, is that stress contributes to sadness. Sadness leads to depression. And from depression, oh my goodness, people are going off the cliff. Do you understand what I'm saying? So how do we control our environment? We have to learn how to say no. We have to learn how to decide when we have taken enough responsibility and we're like, oh, we cannot do this, And then only that one, in certain things, there's so many things that you have to learn how to, even like this day and age, social media. You post a picture on social media, and then you think that, oh my goodness, I am looking so fabulous. And then one comment out of the bunch tells you, you look fat, you are overweight, you are this, you are that. And then that one comment, you choose to focus on that one comment. Why? Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to learn how to have self-confidence in yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have self-confidence in yourself, that no matter what somebody tells you outside, you don't deal with it. You're like, well, that's your problem. You understand what I'm saying? I am going to be living my life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You understand? Not because one comment somebody says on social media, that's why you should just dampen your whole spirit, just drop like that. No, we have to be stronger than that. We have to know when to shut things off. And then what's about it is, there are some people, let me tell you about people, bullies, kind of in a way. Let me say it, for instance. If a bully finds out that what they are doing affects you, guess what the bully does? The bully keeps on doing it because they know that they're having an impact on you. That's what I'm saying. You have to be in a position to be able to tell the bully, I don't care what you are doing, keep on doing it. I don't care, I'm not going to, what I'm saying, by ignoring them. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to know how to ignore certain people, even on social media. You have to know how to, there is a button on social media where you can put on follow, so that way you don't see anything that they share. On that button again that says, I can snooze you for 30 days. You don't see anything that they share if it bothers you. Do you understand? Or there's another button called unfriend. You understand? You press the button and the person disappears from your social media. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do not allow somebody that you don't even know, that doesn't even know you, that has never been in your circle, you understand, to bring you down. You don't allow that. You have to be stronger than that. You have to know how to control your mind, control your life with this mind of yours. Change your perspective in your head. Do you understand? Even someone who is, how I put it, like, I've seen people who are beautiful, gorgeous, skinny, everything you talk about, but yet they suffer from complexes. You understand? They don't value themselves. They don't like themselves. They are depressed because somebody said something, that, oh, they were ugly. And I'm like, girl, did you look at yourself in the mirror? Did you look at yourself? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror to see who you are, who is looking back at you? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This thing is in our mind. Learn how to control your mind. Learn how to control your environment. Like Joe Austin says all the time, learn how to switch the channel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Switch the channel. That's what you have the remote for. Like, press the button, the channel disappears. Because what you internalize affects you a lot. You cannot allow your mind to control you. You have to control your mind. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You have to control your mind. You cannot allow your mind to control you. You, look at you here. You complete. Mind is inside here. Do you understand what I'm saying? You control your mind. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't allow people, what somebody tells you on social media, or like somebody told me one time, they were like, oh, like trying to be mean or something. These people say all sorts of things. People are jealous. People are, how I put it, people envy you. People want to be you, but they want to bring you down. And then if they find out that something that they say affects you, oh God, girl, they will keep on poking and poking and poking. That's exactly what they do. You have to learn how to control your environment. You have to learn how to control your environment. Because let me tell you something. If you allow your environment to control you And then you become sad about the thing. You don't want to keep on living. You become depressed. The next thing you're like, oh, I want to go and jump off this place, or I want to harm myself. Guess who wins? They win. You don't win. You win out. They will. You are taking the. I almost want to say, I don't want to use that word because, depression. There's setting different kinds of depression. You understand what I'm saying? Some serious medical issue. But I feel, to me, if you control your environment that you are in, you can control your mind. That's what I'm trying to say. You can control your mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Control your environment. Don't allow your mind to control you. That's exactly what I am saying. You understand? You don't have to compete with anybody. Even if somebody that is born the same day with you, got the same education, has a so and so, that's their life. That's not you. Run your own race. Be inspired by success. But don't allow success to consume you to the point where you're like, oh Lord, I feel like a failure. Oh my goodness, I am making the mistakes of my parents. I'm turning into my parents. I feel out of control. Oh my goodness, I cannot handle this situation. You yourself have to examine your own life. You have to look at your life. Not everything you can carry. You understand? There's a saying in Nigeria, say, you don't do, wait, see. Hey, you just overload too plenty. Let me remove some. That's speaking. Do you understand? You carry too much. Wait, see now. You be only one person. No, you are not two people or three people. You have to know when to put load down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Take a break. Relax. You are not I won't say superwoman or superman. Those are frictionals. Those are frictions. You understand what I'm saying? Those are cartoon characters. We are humans. We know there is so much stress in this world. We have to know what we can carry, what we cannot carry. Do you understand what I'm saying? Control your environment. Control your life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Do you know that? If you continue the way you're going nowhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? Certain things that we cannot do, put it down. It doesn't show you are a failure or you are a loser or anything like that. It shows that you are responsible enough to know what is for you and what is not for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And let me tell you also something. Do not look at another person's life and use it to define your life. You have your life. That person's life is their life. And let me tell you something also. That person has their own hurdles that they are facing. They're not telling you. So you think everything is picture perfect on that side. No, it's not. Let me say it. It's not. Each one of us, no matter how perfect our life look outside, we have baggage that we're carrying. Let me tell you something. We're carrying it and we're managing them. So it looks perfect. Like people see me, they're like, oh my goodness, Fabulous Annie, you're always so happy. I am always happy. Because you know why? I know how to control my baggage. I know how to make it to benefit me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know what it is that I cannot carry. I know when to put load down. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know when to say, this person is not for me. Let me just remove face from their side. And then sometimes I do get sad. Do you understand? I get sad for a second. And then guess what else? I pick myself right back up. I'm like, who are they? Why should I spend 1 minute worrying about what somebody thinks about me? I am all that. Come on now. I am all that plus a bag of chips. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be your number one fan. That's what you have to be. You cannot always depend on other people to support you. Because guess what? You will be disappointed. That's what it is. You have to be your number one fan. You have to be your number one. Tell yourself, you are doing a great job, girl. You are doing a very good job. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to control your environment. Do you understand? There are so many, I would say, lemons that are thrown at us. We have to know how to cut them very well and squeeze them. Add sugar. Lemonade don't start. That's what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? Don't go and allow some foolish person that don't even know you, has never met you, or even if they have met you, even if they're in your circle, they don't know you. You don't allow them to bring you down, allow them to bring the point where you now are causing antidepressants or this and that, and living like a zombie life, just because somebody said something about you, then you're like, oh my goodness, I don't think I want to live anymore. Or maybe because somebody a relationship broke up, or something happened, you're like, oh, I don't think I want to live anymore. You think by doing that you are harming the person, or you think that you're taking the easy way out? No, you're not. No, you're not. You are not at all. That person, even when you are gone, guess what the person is going to do? People will talk about, this is what happened for a few days. Next minute, the person will pick up their life and keep it moving. But you will be gone, and after some time, forgotten. Do you understand? And then maggots will be having feasts on you. Is that kind of what you want? That's why I said change your environment. Change your environment. Change your perspective about life. Change your mind. Empower yourself. Empower your mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even when you look in the mirror, like I've seen people who look in the mirror and then they're like, oh, I am so fat. Yeah, the person looks like a bunga fish, looks like a broomstick. And I'm like, girl, are you see the same person I'm seeing in the mirror? But it's all in the mind, in your perspective about yourself, how you see yourself, how you value yourself. That's what I'm saying. Start valuing yourself more. Come on, people. You don't allow people to chase you out of your, you don't allow people to chase you out of your wonderful life. You have a reason why you are here, why God put you here, why some people are gone tomorrow, but you are here. You have a reason, you have a purpose to be here. Don't go and throw it away because of one loser, or somebody told you this and that, or somebody left you. Sometimes when all these relationships break, it is the Lord that is breaking them. Because the Lord has seen what you have not seen in front. It's preventing you from going to see what the Lord is like, no, this is my child, no, I cannot allow this to happen to you. So he quickly cuts it immediately. But you'll be there crying your eyes out. Oh my goodness. Or even if you have done something wrong in the past, forgive yourself and let it go. Forgive yourself and let it go. That's what I have to say. Forgive yourself and let it go. Stop holding yourself hostage to something that you cannot change. Do you understand? Something that you have done, you cannot change. You have to keep living. That's what we are. We have to keep on living. We have to keep on moving forward in life. Do you understand? And appreciate your life. Every day you wake up is a new day. A new day for you to do something new. A new day for you to meet, for your life to change. A new day for you to achieve your goals. A new day for you breathe in fresh air. Whew, and then you take it in. Oh my goodness. What a glorious day it is. The sun is out. All the rain is falling. I always feel like me. When I see the rain falling, instead of me thinking about the worst of the rain, I feel like if it's blessings from the Lord coming down to us. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, learn how to see the glass half full instead of half empty, guys. Learn how to do it. Train your mind. Train yourself. Occupy yourself. Even if you're single, Lord have mercy. You can do so much with yourself. You understand? If you are married, a mom with a bunch of kids, think about the woman that can't even have kids. I'm telling you, everybody has something a bag that they're carrying. That's what I'm telling you. Sometimes you might think your bag is too big, that somebody else has a smaller bag than you. Let me tell you, not lie. Everybody has something that is bothering them, something that they are carrying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whatever God bless you with, pick it up, polish it very well, and make it diamond. That's what I'm telling you. Change your mind, change your perspective. If you see somebody, you are in an environment that is unhealthy, remove it from you. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand? Monitor what you watch. You understand? There's certain channels on the television I don't watch them. Guess why? Because I don't want it to affect me. Do you understand? I don't want to think like them. I don't want to, because when you watch certain things, you internalize it. You internalize it. Like, I remember one time I watched The Housewives, so the next thing I was like, I still do it, Seth. I'm like, girl, bye. plum plum. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm like, what else do I used to do? Do I do again? Said I can't remember. But like, and then my husband was like, "Whoa, girl, you sounding like, babe, you sounding like the housewives." So that's what it is. Whatever you internalize, it affects you, but you don't know it. Little by little, it affects you. Monitor what you watch. Do you understand? Watch positive things. There are things. Do you know? Let me tell you something. I tried an experiment one day. I was on Facebook, and I clicked on something that it wasn't positive. Not that it wasn't positive, but it was like if you're on Facebook, if you click on something and watch it, do you know the next minute they bring you something similar to it? Do you know? Have you ever experienced that? I have. And then next minute something similar to it. So if you are watching something that is negative on Facebook, guess what's going to happen? They will bring you something similar that is negative. So do you see that? But what about if you are watching something positive? Guess what? More positive things will come to you. Do you understand? So know what you are watching, what you are investing in. Do you understand? You give it power. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Ways to avoid depression. Ways to avoid feeling like a failure, like a loser. Like, oh, I'm sad. I'm going nowhere. I don't want to live anymore. This is it. I'm trying to tell you. Watch what you are internalizing. What are you watching on television? What are you watching on Facebook? Why are you meddling into someone else's life that you don't even know about? Why are you trying to be somebody else? Why don't you be you? God has made you unique, perfect. Be you. Do you. Be in competition with you, not somebody else. You don't know how they're doing it. Like people will look on Facebook like, oh my goodness, this person that me and them started on Instagram at how I put it. We started on Instagram at 1 follower. Oh my goodness, she has 2,000 followers already. Oh my goodness, I must be doing something wrong. No, you're not. You don't know how that person got the 2,000 followers. They could have bought it. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are so many ways to get followers these days. There's so many ways you can get things these days. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Be in competition with you. Do you understand? Let people inspire you. Don't envy anybody. Do you understand what I'm saying? This life that we live your life is you. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not you for you to. You do not come on this life with somebody else. Do you understand? Even twins. You have to make sure you avoid, like siblings. You understand what I'm saying? You are in competition with yourself, not your sibling, not your, how I put it, not your twin, not your family member. One family member is progressing, and you're like, oh my goodness, my life is horrible. Oh my goodness, I am 100 years, I haven't achieved anything. I'm talking about depression. Ways to avoid depression. Like I already mentioned, watch what you are internalizing. You are watching on Facebook. What you are watching on television, what channel are you watching? Because whatever you invest your time in, whatever you invest your time in, guess what happens? You are internalizing it. Do you understand? You're internalizing it. And then looking at that, you decide on yourself, oh my goodness, Lord, I am 16 years, I have not achieved what I set out to be. Life is not a race, guys. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be lived. It's a journey. There are so many curves. Like in Nigeria, they say there's so many corridors to get to the same place. Do you understand? We're not in competition. We are all living this life. Everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has different things. Everybody has their own life to live. Live yours. Don't look at your neighbor out over the fence and then think, oh Lord, why is my neighbor like that? Me, I'm like this. No. You don't know what their own bag is. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Every one of us have a bag that we're carrying. Do you understand? We have to know how to manage it. You understand? How to make it, how to change our mind, our perspective in life, and live a healthy, positive life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Depression comes in two forms, genetic and also environmental factor. Control your environmental factor. Do you understand? Control your environmental factor. How you see yourself. You know what I'm saying? People you socialize with. Or, how I put it, what do you watch? What is on your Facebook, Instagram? Because people dwell on media these days. You understand? That's what I'm mentioning all that. Run your own race. You're on YouTube, like, oh my goodness. This person started YouTube when, oh, now they have so amount of followers. Me, I don't even have. No, people, come on. Enjoy your own race. Do your own thing. That's what I'm saying. Keep a healthy mind. Do you understand? We all have a journey. We all have stories to tell. If all our story was the same, it would be a boring life. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do not allow somebody from the internet, from your life, your co-worker, your husband, your in-laws, your whoever, to bring you down to the point where you start to say, oh Lord, I don't want to live this life anymore. I don't want to be here. I am this, I am, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Do not do that. Control your mind. Control how you see yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Oh my goodness, I'm proud of who I am. You understand what I'm saying? Or I am, gorgeous. I'm intelligent. I'm smart. Always see the positive in yourself. Always think about, what is it about me that I love? Do you understand what I'm saying? What is it about me that I love, that I like? There is something about you that you love. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then, what you have to realize, all of us are not the same. You might have been friends in 5 years. When you were 5, you were friends, and then so all of a sudden the person is a what they call it. The person is this or that. So, you understand what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that, oh my goodness, my life is useless. I feel like a failure. And then also, like I told you guys, know which load to put down and which load to carry. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are not Superwoman. I know it's like I feel like Superwoman is a fictional story. It's a fictional story. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Control your environment. Know what it is to carry and what is not to carry. Know how to say no. Know how to put people and allow people show people how to treat you. Do you understand me? Even if they are in your family. Do you understand? Know how to ignore some people. Know how to unfollow. There's a button there. It's the reason why it's there. Press unfollow. Press unfriend. Press snooze. Do you understand what I'm saying? Press, I don't want to get this notification. Do you understand what I'm saying? Know how to control your environment. Dwell on your talents. Dwell on what is good on you or about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Everybody said, Fabulous Annie, you're always happy. You have 5 kids. You make life easier. Guess why? Because I know how to manage my own bag. That's what I'm saying. I know how to eat. I can walk out in the streets and somebody say, oh, look at that ugly girl. Guess what I'm going to do? Like, I look at them and because guess what? I have confidence in myself. I know who is this that is looking at you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know who I am. That's one thing you should build on. Have confidence in yourself. That you walk out, somebody says any rubbish to you, do you understand what I'm saying? Don't go there like, oh, the person, I've been at an event and I saw a beautiful girl. Like somebody said something, the person started crying. I was like, what? Gorgeous. But she looks in the mirror and doesn't see the pretty. Doesn't see the value in her. Why? Because she doesn't have that self-confidence in herself. That self-value. You have to develop that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to develop that. You have to know that you're all that. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then be good to yourself. Know how to relax. We're humans. We're humans. We should know how to take a break. Relax. Watch the birds. Watch things outside. Watch nature. Take fresh air. Smell the roses. Go for a walk. Say hello to your neighbor. Say hi to friends and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Relax. Learn how to relax. Go for a massage. A spa. You understand? Do you. People will always talk. But you have to learn how to do you. There was a story about this guy that was walking with a camel and his grandson, I think. And I think they said his story. He was walking with the grandson on the horse or donkey or whatever. And then somebody passing by was like, oh my God, look at that horrible little boy. Instead of to allow the old man to be on the donkey, he's allowing the old man to walk. So the man said, okay, he took the boy off the donkey, and then the boy was walking, leading the horse, and the man got on the horse, and then as they were passing, group of people again was like, oh my goodness, look at that horrible, wicked old man. He is allowing the small boy to walk while he is on the horse. So happened? The boy and the man ended up carrying the donkey on his head. And then guess what? They will still pass by, and then somebody will like, look at that horrible donkey. Or look at that foolish man. He's carrying the donkey on his head. That's what I'm saying. People will always talk. People will always hate. It's part of life. Do you understand? It's part of life. People will hate. They will talk about you. And you know, even when people are talking about you, it's a good thing. I look at it as a good thing. You're relevant. Do you understand what I'm saying? People will always talk about you. They will hate. They will envy. They will love you. They will defend you. They will persecute you. That's what life is about. You have to know how to manage all these various emotions that come in you. Do you understand? You have to be true to yourself. That's what I'm trying to talk about. You know, how to avoid getting depressed. That's what I'm talking about. Do you control your environment? Whether your family has genetically displayed this kind of disease before, you know, or you have mental illness in your family, does not mean that it is your own portion at all. It does not mean that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not like you like, oh, I just lay back and say, oh, well, I'm destined to be depressed. No. Control your environment. That's what I say. You know, like I go to the doctor's office and the doctors are asking me, do you have this in your family? I'm like, yes. Do you have that in your family? Yes. Do you? That doesn't mean that it will happen to me. That's how I told myself. And guess what? It hasn't happened to me. God, you know, thank God. Because you have to learn how to control your environment, control your mind. You know, that is people else's portion. That's not my wala. That is not my portion. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Make your life, let me tell you something, then. What you cannot handle, don't try to be impressing people outside. Because let me tell you something, you cannot impress everybody. Some people will like you, some people will not. So what are you going to do? Your emotions will be like this, like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down. No, you cannot do that. You have to please you. You have to run your own race. You have to be your own person. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can admire somebody. You can be inspired by somebody, but you have to be you. Your genuine you has to come out and shine. That's what I'm explaining to you. Because let me tell you something, you can never be somebody else. You can never, because that person is them. Like I love Wendy Williams, but I cannot be Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is unique Wendy Williams. Do you understand that? I love certain people, but I cannot be them. I have to be Fabulous Annie. And that's what I am. You know, and it makes my life, I go out, I have joy in me. You know, I have 5 children. I have a son that has special needs. I'm always in hospital with. Every time they see me, girl, you're always here. I was like, so? Do you understand? I wear all my, you know, look at this. Wear my earrings, all my things and everything. Style myself. You have to know how to handle life, people. Let me tell you the truth. Know how to handle life. If you don't handle life, life will handle you. That's what I'm saying. You have to know how to handle life. All those your lemon, cut them, peel them, correct. Let me tell you something. Squeeze them, add sugar, put lemon in and drink it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you, for real. Learn how to handle life. Put a smile on your face. No matter what obstacle comes against you. Bye. Do you understand what I'm saying? Bye. And they will get tired, they will leave you alone. That's what I'm going to tell you. Learn how to ignore them. Press the unfriend button. Press the unfollow button. Press the snooze button. Press the no notification button. Change the channel. Watch what keeps you positive. Watch what makes you, how I put it, keeps your mind. Listen to music that elevates your spirit. Do you understand what I'm saying? There was a long time ago, I heard this music, like this guy will wake up, you know. My husband, like his alarm was like, what was it like? It's like, so horrible day. So this, nobody, this. And I told myself, why would you be listening to such a music when you're waking up early in the morning? You're supposed to have all the energy, all the boost, all the, all the everything to carry on your day. I told her, I said, you can't be listening to that and then expect to have a positive day or an energetic day. No, you have to change the tone. You have to listen to something like, oh my goodness, that is empowering you. Do you understand? Something that gives you hype. Oh my goodness, I am excited to be alive. I am ready for today. Today doesn't have me. I have today. That's what I'm explaining to you guys. Change your environmental factors. Change what you listen to, what you watch. Change it. Bring sanity. Bring peace to yourself. Do you understand? You can go to how many... I was watching The Housewives of Dallas. This lady every time has this guy that is coming to go, and then she's also always a troublemaker, always got into confusion and things like that. I'm like, girl, you have to change you. No matter how many, change you. You are the one. You have to change you. So that's what I wanted to say today, because I was thinking about it. I said, genetically, people are predisposed to depression. But guess what? If you change your environment, what you dwell on, what you look at, what you watch, people you socialize with, pressure in your life, you understand? We all have to grow up. We all have to be adults. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't spend more than you can handle. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't go and do long throats and buy what you cannot afford. Headache. Do you understand what I'm saying? Know how to manage yourself as an adult. You see man that is wahala, remove eye from him immediately, because your intuition will tell you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't be a fixer. I told people, women we like to fix. We see this man like he's full of wahala, like, oh, I will manage him. I will fix him. I will mold him. This man is giving you wahala in the house, abusive, everything. I will manage him. Next minute, you're like to the point of you don't want to live again. Why? Because you want to go and carry wahala to enter your body. Do you understand what I'm saying? We know our life. We can declutter our life. Do you understand? Declutter it. Change your environment. Change what you are predisposed to. Do you understand what I'm saying? And one thing you have to realize too is, even though you are at a job, the Lord has us. That's one thing I've always believed in. Do you understand? I've always believed in that. I've been so broke when I first came to the US, I, got my first paycheck or how many paycheck, I don't remember. When I got I got my apartment. Like I went and I bought television, spent the money, bought brand new leather couches, television, everything. Forgot that I had to have money to eat. I was broke. But I survived. Do you understand what I'm saying? I survived. Because guess what? The Lord always has our back. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's another thing I want you to realize too. Spiritual. Believe the Lord has your back. No matter what situation you end up in, He always has your back. He will lift you up. Do you understand what I'm saying? You might be working at this job and you think that is the end all be all. No, it's not. The Lord might have something better for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Lord takes care of His kids. He takes care of His people. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Change your mind. Change your perspective. Live a fulfilled, positive life. And don't forget, the energy that you give out is the energy that you receive. Like when you're going somewhere, it happens to me all the time. Like I was like, oh my goodness, when I get to this place, I hope I get a parking place close to it. And guess what? When I get there, it'll be one parking lot waiting for me. Zoom in. Think, train yourself, give out positive energy. Do you understand? Because when you talk to somebody, when you relate with people, people see you. They see your atmosphere. They can feel your energy. If you give a negative energy, guess what? Negative energy is coming back to you. But if you give a positive energy out, it's coming back to you. Do you understand that? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That's how I stay sane. That's how I stay happy. Do you understand what I'm saying? And also my genetics, it has happiness in it. But there are times in life where I go through, I am sad. You understand? But I know how to dig myself back up. Because I always think the glass is half full. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. So think about what I said, Think about what I've said, and change your life, change your environment, change what you are looking on social media. Don't compete with people, compete with yourself. Do you understand? You are unique. You are one and only. You are not another person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you. People will talk every day. Do you. Do you. Take care of you. Give yourself a break. Do you understand? It's all right for us to feel weak. It's all right for have fun with you. Relax. Take a break. Know what you are carrying. Know how to say no. I cannot do this. I can do the other one. Do you understand what I'm saying? Know what's on your plate. Manage it and everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope that my message today has helped somebody. And I hope you share it. I hope you like it. You subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also follow my Facebook page. Fabulous Annie. Also Fabulous Annie Show. Fabulous Annie Design and Cooking with Fabulous Annie. I'll be bringing you exciting dishes very soon. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. It's Fabulous Annie on YouTube. I will be bringing you more things I want to talk about, just to help make life easier. That's what I think my calling is on this earth. So, from Fabulous Annie, I want to say stay blessed and always be fabulous. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Ugona, for watching. Love you. Bye-bye.